Alright guys, thank you for joining me for another video. You're going to see the GT500 in the background. It may not look like I've made a lot of progress on the car, and honestly I probably have not made as much progress as I would have liked to. However, again, being a full-time worker, studying for my CCNA certification to try and elevate my career in networking, amongst working overtime, being a father, husband, keeping up with housework, it has been tough to dedicate any time to this car. I'm going for my CCNA certification test in March. After that is done and acquired, I'm going to start getting back on the car a little bit. It's going to get a little bit warmer out. More so, I've just been saving some funds to try and get this thing done. So I have started gathering a slew of parts. I'm going to show you guys the progress I've made so far. You're gonna see just parts everywhere. We got the car on the ground, car trunk ripped apart. You can see an empty engine bay, and again we just got parts everywhere. So today the reason why I started videoing is because I'm starting to get rid of some parts for the upgrades. So it's a little bit of a mess in here still from Christmas, but you're going to see my Kenny Bell booster pump. I just sold the booster pump out of the car, and there's a reason why, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. All right, and here's the trunk torn apart, and actually, without having the battery in, guys, I'm going to give you a heads up that the keyhole on the trunk lid, you cannot turn the lock with the battery not in the car. The harness is totally pulled out, so that kind of screwed me a little bit. Thank God I remember that there's an emergency latch inside the trunk. So I kind of crawled in from inside the car because I leave the windows down and the doors unlocked. So I was able to unlatch it here, pop open the trunk, because again, I did already have the BAP sold. I just didn't have it removed yet. So to remove the BAP, you're going to see it was screwed in right here. Basically, it just goes in line with your two FPDMs. So you're going to see your right-hand side FPDM, you cut the power for that, and put the wires in line, and left-hand side FPDM, you cut the white wire and do the blue wires in line with that. There was a ground here, and pretty much that was that, and that is out. So I'm going to leave these hanging for now. I'm going to cut these connectors off, and I'm going to splice them back in at a later date. But the reason why we did that is because, guess what? With this full big boy build, why not go with big shit this time? So I am going E85, guys. I got a triple pump setup from Ford, from Ford, that I am looking at putting in the car. I already have the triple pumps. I have the hat. I have the inline filter. I have the FC3 controller. With the money that I got from the booster pump, I'm going to probably order some fuel rails and maybe a fuel regulator this week. And we're going to show you a couple other things that we got for it. Alright, it's now the next morning. I just got the booster pump out in the mail this morning, so now we can go ahead and show you guys some of the other toys that I got. So first thing you're going to see is a nice big box right here. This box is pretty heavy. This is my new OEM GT500 crank. So a lot of guys are going to go back and forth on the GT500 crank versus the Cobra Jet crank. This is the same exact crank. I did confirm with the bolt hole depth into the snout, and it is the same depth as what my Cobra Jet crank was. So guys, this crank was $340 shipped, and all the other major players were trying to charge either $700 shipped almost for the crank, for a Cobra Jet branded crank, or honestly, L&M was trying to charge me $1,500 or $1,600 for this crank. So you know, guys, I'm going to try and save some costs where I can, and this was one of those things where I can save the cost. So if you've never seen a GT500 crank before, right here it is, and this thing's probably, you know, 50 pounds or so. Again, you're going to see where the snout is. Mike and L&M is going to go ahead and do an extra keyway on this, but otherwise, this is what a GT500 crank looks like. We're not going to go ahead and fully unbox that. Let me go ahead and wrap her back up, and I'll show you the rest. All right, you're gonna see my Cook's headers here. These are actually the next thing that's getting modified. I'm gonna be sending these out to a powder coater to get these Cerakoted, try and save on some heat dissipation in the engine bay. So that's why these are kind of up front as well. Next thing you're gonna see is we are getting started on my return style fuel system. So we got a -10 line here for the filter. We got a 4 inline filter with -10 ports on it. Again, complete ridiculous overkill. But the price was right, so we did it. We got an FC3 controller. I'm gonna keep 2 pumps on default and 3rd pump on to hit when boost hits, because this fuel system is gonna be rated for something ridiculous like 1800 wheel horsepower. Again, complete overkill, but you know, the price was right. So you're gonna see the 4 hat here, and you're gonna see the triple TI 265 pumps. These are rated at 450 liter per hour, I believe, and then triple. And then we also have the level sensor there. So that is it for the fuel stuff. Again, when I say the deal was too good on the fuel system, the deal was too good on the fuel system. I really don't like to go with used fuel stuff, but that stuff there was, I think I paid 650 bucks shipped maybe for all that stuff, which is a ridiculous price. So that is a good start on my fuel system. I'm actually going to be grabbing a set of 4 fuel rails and a full fuel pressure regulator today with the money that I got from the BAP. And another thing that we got is a set of intake and exhaust valves for the heads. These were taken off a 10,000 mile GT500. They'll just need a little bit of cleanup, but just in case there are any issues with slight bends with the valves that are in my heads now, I got an extra set of valves just in case. You guys, again, may think I'm crazy with going with used stuff, but valves are pretty much valves. If they're not bent, which these do not appear to be bent, if they're not bent, it's not an issue reusing them. I don't know that I need any special, you know, titanium valves. The OEM valves are good enough quality. So this is just a backup set just in case I have any bends. Somebody on Facebook sold me these on one of the GT500 pages for, I don't know, I think it was 60 bucks shipped for all the valves. And again, these are like 10,000 mile valves. So I have a full set for the price of what a couple of valves would have cost me to replace anyway. So it is always nice to have a complete set of extras in my eyes. Man, look at that pitiful, lonely engine bay. I did a little bit of cleanup in there. I'm going to do some more cleanup. I had to cut out my watt box to be able to get the harness out. So I'm going to go ahead and reroute some wires for the watt box a little bit later and determine if there's any other points that I want to address while I'm in here. I want to say maybe I'll go with the tubular K member, but I don't know. I'm not really sure anything like that is really needed. We're going to go on to the last thing that I have here, and actually they're not there. They're actually over one of the other boxes, but I did get another set of low mileage GT500 valve covers from Cody Cheney. Cody, thanks again for hooking me up. Cody sold me the valve covers for, I don't know, 120 bucks shipped. Again, a set of low mileage. These were like 15,000 mile valve covers. I think he went to a covers, 10 millimeter timing covers for his setup, so he didn't need the GT500 ones anymore. And you can see obviously why I needed new valve covers. So this extra one I'm probably going to put up on the wall for memorabilia. This one's going to go on the wall of shame. I'm a sick, sadistic person like that, and I like to keep my broken parts. Lots of broken parts on this GT500. So we're going to make some kind of thing or something. Or you know what? As a matter of fact, if you guys have any interest, I know a lot of guys have done this before. If you guys have any interest in broken parts for any kind of memorabilia, You know, maybe I'll have some pistons to send out to you guys because my pistons are fucked. Maybe I'll have a couple valves to send out to you guys. I have a valve cover. I got a, busted clutch. I got a busted upper control arm. If you guys are interested, maybe I'll do a giveaway of some of my broken parts. I'm not that big of a deal. I don't know that anybody cares that much about my broken stuff. So if you guys are interested, show me down below in the comments. Maybe I'll just do a giveaway of some of my old broken shit so you guys can have a memory and laugh at me later. Otherwise, the next elephant in the room that I need to address is my engine block. You can see this is in the same place it's been since I started on this project. I still haven't got the oil pan off. I need to get the oil pan off. I need to get the oil pump off. Just double check, see if it's already got billet gear or not. If not, I'm gonna be buying some billet stuff. So I'm going to be getting billet oil pump gear if it doesn't already have it. I'm going to be getting some Shelby Mike's chain arms, timing chain arms. I don't know what else yet. I'm kind of adding to the list as I go, and things are getting exponentially more expensive. I'm going a little bit further with it than what I thought I was going to go, but I don't want to ever have to do it again. That being said, I don't want to keep the Trinity. I want to go to a Gen 5 3.0 Whipple, but you guys want parts for free. Nobody wants to pay for parts. I'm not giving away a 5,000 mile mint Trinity for peanuts. You guys want this shit for $1,200. It's not going to happen. If you guys want to make me some realistic offers on that Trinity, I will sell the Trinity with a BPS 2.39 inch pulley as a non-slip pulley. I will also sell it with the BPS oversized imported elbow. You guys know I just put the elbow on and don't really have much mileage on it. I would like to get 2,100 shipped for the Trinity, the elbow, and the pulley. I think is fair. Yes, I know there's guys out there selling Trinities for $1,400, $1,600. They're probably 30, 40,000 mile takeoff Trinities. Mine was bought brand new from Ford Performance. It may not have a pulley, it may have a stock pulley. It's certainly not going to have the BPS elbow. So guys, there is an extra value with buying that from me. If you want it from me, great. Just don't waste my time. Don't offer me $1,200, $1,400. It's not going to happen. I'll just keep the Trinity. I'll push that thing the 850 wheel. Now I'm going to have E85, and I'll make the best of it. But I would like to get a 3.0 Whipple and take this thing, 1,000-ish wheel horsepower. The other thing I have a set of Injector Dynamics 725s. Again, I feel like I'm giving these things away. $650 shipped is my final rock bottom price, or else they'll just go in a collection and sit on the wall. Again, guys, I'm not going to give stuff away. That is a very fair price. Those were $1,000 injectors. They got maybe 5,000 miles on them, pump gas only, good quality 93, and they're clean, guys. So I have made into the almost mid 700s range, 730s range with those injectors and that BAP, and I have had no indication of fueling issues. So if you guys want a good injector and don't want to go with a stock injector, hit me up for those Injector Dynamics 725s. And we can talk. $650 shipped. I think it's fair. You're helping support the channel. You're helping supporting the build. Helps me get this thing going up a little bit quicker. And more importantly, that's going to get me a third of the way towards some ID 1300s, which I'm going to be going with on the 85 now. So that is the progress for now. I'm still waiting on a little bit of money to hit to be able to get a couple more parts for this and get this thing over to Mike at L&M. Guys, it is going to take some time. As you know, this is not going to be a cheap build. I'm just a regular guy with a regular budget. Shit comes up sometimes. So again, guys, please like, subscribe, thumb up the videos, get involved in the content. Hit me up with any questions below. And the more you guys watch, the quicker this is going to get done. So we'll catch you guys on the next update. If you're not here just for GT500 stuff, please, guys, feel free to check out my other playlists on my Ram, my F-150, the boat, the SN95, whatever product reviews I'm doing. Again, guys, these views do help the channel, and it helps get these projects up and running a little bit quicker. So I thank you again for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.